Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, I say, we saw in the last class, to give, Sri Ramakrishna is advising them. He is giving lectures on scriptural, Hindu scriptures. Pundit Shashadhar is telling him, now for the present times, the material world and the time has changed, where man has no time because of the needs have increased. All have to go for work, and now the time has come to reduce the strains, the time that they were spending on so many things. Now it has got to be reduced and give the essence. Instead of elaborate worship, let them do the Sandhya 3 times. From Sandhya, still reduce when they are able to think of God, understand a little about spiritual life, reduce it. Reduce it in such a way that only Gayatri will do, while walking, while sleeping, while coming and going, whenever you get leisure, whenever you get mind. And whenever, and frequently, now and then, repeat Gayatri, that will do. Rituals merge in Gayatri, merge in Sandhya, Sandhya merges in Gayatri, Gayatri merges in Om. So that you'll, by the end of your life, you are free from the nature forever. Happily, you will discard the body, no death for you. Because you know you are not going to die. You are spirit. The spiritual identity, we remain identified with the body, that has to go. The purpose is to realize the self, realize the God. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling him, now, you may ask people to practice spiritual rites and rituals, but when prescribing the rituals, remove the head and tail. I tell people not to bother about the elaborate rituals of Sandhya enjoined in the scriptures. I say that it will be enough if you repeat the Gayatri alone. If you must give instruction to the scriptural ceremonies, do so only to a very few like Ishan. Because the original system has to continue. There are a few who are capable of retaining that knowledge, because it has to go to the future generation. A day will come when we return back to be one with nature. When we become one with nature, again our whole life comes into picture. Only nature is governing us. Now we have deviated from nature. We are throwing an assault on nature and trying to be independent of nature. So nature also is not favorable, because you are discarding the laws of nature. So nature revolts. Though she is a mother, her revolt may not be harsh and harmful, but will be painful sufficient to to make you return to your path and climb the track given for you. So that much bringing back, you have developed attachment. To tear it off, it is very difficult. Nature has to help. So live in such a way, happily, with all things. Such people are there whom you can give elaborate rituals also. Very few, but they retain the knowledge to flow in the society, and they can tally now and then. Oh, such a thing is there. I have condensed it for my time, but reality is now. Suppose there is a fruit, I start selling. Now oranges are there. Juices are freely available in the market because man doesn't have patience or time to grow oranges, make an orchard of orange, grow it, and then take out the juice and then give or drink. It doesn't have time and it is available outside. You have no time, then buy it. Instead of taking all this strain and spending the time, you don't have time to do that. So buy, increase your income and buy it. But no, there is a thing called a orchard is there. There is a tree which yields oranges. Oranges do not come freely from, oranges doesn't come from any tree or anything like juice. It has to be grown, it has to be developed. You have to bring out the fruits and then take out the juice. It is not freely available in the nature. So you must know where from the juice is coming to you. When I was in college days, one of my colleague, student, he was doing his medical, I was doing science. We used to join for our gym in the morning. So there is one of the uncles were in US. His son, small, about maybe 4 or 5 years, he had come to India. When I went to their house for my morning gym exercises, that boy was there. He has never seen, he doesn't know milk comes from the cow. He is seeing the cows being milked. He's asking, what is this? Why are you doing this? Why are you hurting that cow? I said, no, we are not hurting. We are taking care of cow. We are rearing it for milk. Milk, he says, you don't drink milk? Yes, I do. I drink. Then where from you get milk? He said, we get from machine. He knows, milk comes from the machine. And he doesn't know it from cow it comes. Here we see, use it, but know the source also from where it comes. So the whole of growth, how to grow, how to bring up the cattle, or how to go make an orchard, to have that knowledge, and few can receive it. Few can receive the knowledge how to make an orchard, how to grow it, when to get the yield. All this somebody, but everybody cannot and doesn't need to know. They know how to consume it, it is sufficient. But like that, when you are giving spiritual instructions or scriptural instruction to whomever you can, whoever is ready to take up that full knowledge, how the design things are there, how we evolve, how we attain, those things you can tell. For others, just give them. minimum required to evolve and go. Now you see, if you want to become a doctor, you must know whole digestive system because we eat only. We do not know how we get digested, how the food gets digested. And it is, we put the food in mouth, that's all. That's all we know. We may know a little taste also. We may like or dislike. That's all, to that extent. But how it goes inside, how the breaking takes place, how the acid flows, all this whole system, how the food is getting converted into pure nutritions, and how the will is absorbed in the stomach, how it goes to the blood flow, how every cell in the body gets nourished. Nobody knows. And even if you study, you cannot experience that. For general people, it is enough you eat nutritious food and then be happy. But some are there who want to help in case something goes wrong. Your digestive system is not, you are vomiting, you are purging. Then you must know, to be a doctor, you must know how the digestive system works. For a few, you give this knowledge of complete ritualistic knowledge, but for others, reduced to the minimum essence alone, you give to these people, general people. I say it will be enough for them to repeat Gayatri. If you must give instructions totally, completely about spiritual ceremonies, do so to a very few like Ishan. They are capable. You may deliver thousands of lectures, but they won't make the slightest impression on the worldly people. They are immersed in, they can't, they don't want to hear. They are immersed in the world and worldly enjoyment. Who wants to listen? Impression, it will not make slightest impression on the worldly people. Can one drive a nail into the stone wall? The point of the nail will sooner break than make a dent on the stone. What will you gain by striking the tough skin of the crocodile with a sword? How tough it is, you see. Those are people who are in the world with worldly tendencies. If you tell thousands of there is God, they will not believe, they will not accept, they don't want to. They say, we are happy with this, don't disturb us. What will you gain by striking a tough skin of the crocodile with a sword? The sadhu's water bowl made of the shell of bitter gourd may visit the 4 principal holy places of India with its owner, but it will still remain as bitter as ever. We cannot change the tendencies of people. We cannot change. No, you see, whole struggle of maximum, you can give something that sustains their life, food or something like that, or give education and all. To change the nature of a person is very difficult. A mother without which a child will not survive. The child walking on the floor, if mother calls, it will not refuse to come. 2-year child will decide what he has to eat. Mother cannot decide anymore. The nature is separating the child from mother. It's making it independent. Mother must know, I have a privilege and I'm blessed to have a child. But I can never say it is mine. It belongs to nature. So here, it is like very difficult to release those because the tendencies are there. Lives of lives it is driving. It has acquired huge momentum. This momentum cannot be reduced. Only nature, through counter experiences, slowly brings back to the normal human existence. Your lectures are not helping worldly people very much, and you will realize this by and by. The calf cannot stand on its legs all at once. Now it drops to the ground and now it stands up. So it learns to stand firmly on the four legs and walk. How slowly he is telling about the Pandit. You will not understand now. After some time, you will be able to understand what I am telling. You cannot distinguish a lover of God from the worldly person. It is not your fault, of course. When the first onrush of the gale shakes the trees, it is impossible to distinguish one from the another. The mango from the tamarind, for instance. When the storm is there, the dust rises and whole trees are shaking and you cannot distinguish between trees to tree. What is this tree? What is that tree? One is dust is, the whole thing is covered by dust. Another thing, they are shaking. So you cannot distinguish. Like that you are not able to distinguish a lover of God from a worldly person. Without having realized God, one cannot give up rituals altogether. Because I have told you to reduce the rituals, don't allow them to give it up altogether. If they give up, they will not have support to realize God. You cannot, when the first, without having realized God, one cannot give up rituals altogether. They have to do all the ritualistic part, minimum, reduce it, minimum, give the essence only, but they cannot give it up till they realize. Once they realize, it drops off by itself. You cannot pluck the flower before the fruit gets established. Without having realized God altogether, how long should one practice the Sandhya and other forms of ritualistic worship? Thakur is asking himself, giving the answer also. As long as one does not shed tears of joy at the name of God and feel thrill in one's body. We see many people shed tears of grief. I see people, they say, we have surrendered to God. We are doing spiritual practices. God is my only support. And all this they say. Their approach to God is grief. Everywhere they had failure in life. They thought they will have a good education. They could not get. And then they could not get the admission in proper college, the course that they wanted to go. Then somehow education finished in whatever course was available to them. And after that, they still got this, was searching for a job, satisfactory job, which can help them sustain. They could not get. But job was there, little sufficient for them to live, but not live in this competitive society with luxuries and all that. But the eyes will be seeing all others enjoying and himself in a basic needs being satisfied. After that, gets married. After getting married, again problems begin. Lot of problems. No cooperation from the life partner. Problems in the house. People are disliking. Life becomes a hell. They are also failure. But little, somewhere, because of helplessness, they used to go to the temple. They used to meet a few devotees who will console them. They will tell their problems. These people will tell their problems. They become friends like. Now story they understand only based. Now they are start doing some spiritual practices, worship, this, that, fasting and all that they are doing. And they are approaching God. They are doing some sadhana, spiritual practices also. But look at the deep inside is the pain and suffering. They are coming not out of joy, out of grief. I did not have any place in this world anywhere. That grief within, they are approaching God with grief, with pain. If they thank the pain for all that, all the pains that I suffered in my life has brought me to God, and thanking God for that, joyfully they can go. But they cannot. Most of the people, a few, thank the God and look at the other suffering and have been made to come here, renouncing, they understand. Rest of the people, though they retain that inner whole life's suffering. When they go to God, they are doing spiritual practice, they are sincere, that they have to realize God. That's the only way. But you see that grief inside. Now, with that grief going to God, with grief in the heart, to surrender or to ask for refuge or to do the worship, and another joyfully going to God and doing sadhana, how much of difference it makes. Now, this God has to, because pain is there, God has to remove. In one life, He will give you nice education. The other sufferings will continue because your old vasanas are continuing. Then another life, one more thing is added. You'll get a good job also. The another life goes. And you see, after another life, God will give you good family conditions, everybody loving. How the lives after lives is going to God. Artho arthati jignasu. Now, he as a jignasu, he would have gone with joyful face. Now he has gone as artha. Artha is pain, out of pain he has gone. No, for having gone, God has to remove, and lives after life it takes to fulfill that and remove the negative holdings. Because the joyfully going to God is immediately it brings result. I don't want anything. I want you. That voice. Sri Ramakrishna is how he is bringing up, you see. As long as one does not shed tears of joy, not tears of pain, at the name of God, hearing the name, they feel thrilled and tears of joy fall. Till then, one has to do the ritualistic worship. You will know that ritualistic worship has come to an end when your eyes become filled with tears as you hear Om Rama. It immediately awakens him. Suppose two people are loving each other and they are secretly loving and one is far off and they are not able to meet or they meet in secrecy. Tell the name of the person whom they love. A person comes whom that person loves another person. Just take the name. The whole body, mind, how it reacts, you must see. Where is it like? You aspire for a thing and if somebody utters that name, where is it? Immediately. One boy was there. The two people were sitting. He used to go to temple. They used to give prasad every day. He is fond of that prasad. He goes to the temple is nearby. As soon as offering is over or bhajans are over, they give. He'll run there and take prasad. In the house also, hey, prasad time over, go, have. So he's accustomed with the term prasad and eating. Two people are sitting in the home, some guest has come, he's talking about the historical incidents. One person is talking about Babu Rajendra Prasad. The moment he heard the prasad, he came and is searching, where is the prasad? They are talking about Babu Rajendra Prasad, history, and he is seeing the prasad. So that thrill, how the thought of that, how it awakens. When they say Rama, immediately Om Rama, tears fall from the eyes. Just reminds of the Rama, real Rama. A name, just uttering the name, they get awakened from within. Then the work and activity stop. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.